What is a main
Welcome
idea?
to Reading 100.
Today we're going to talk about
instructor
main
Dr.
ideas
Robert Lambden for the next
and
10
see how
minutes or
important
so.
they are when we
We'll
look
give you
at
a little
our
bit of
reading
introduction or
ideas
overview to the
in
course
terms of
text,
as well as
a
selections
little bit about
from
me.
other readings.
That's me again, Dr. Robert Lambden. My office is 204 of the
In this
Academic
case, we're
Center.
going to talk about understanding
My phone number is
paragraph structure
822-3542.
and how that will enable you
That's a good way to reach me,
be a
but a better
reader
way is either
throughout
through
your
the
academic
D2L
career.
email, which you'll find in the upper right-hand corner
And
of
as
your
we can see
D2L
from the
screen,
screen, there are
or
times
at Lambden
when we will ask you to read a
Tech.edu.
paragraph and ask you
I check my
this
emails
great
probably 6 or
question,
7 times
what
a
is
day,
the main
all during the
idea
morning,
of the
evening, or
paragraph?
afternoon.
Many times this
So
is
if you have a
simple,
question or a
sometimes
comment,
a little
that's the
harder.
quickest way
In
for
the
me
next
to
few slides, we'll
respond
talk
to
about
it.
ways that you can
You can also
identify
page me,
these
which is one of the
ideas.
great elements of D2L.
First thing you
where
need to
I'll get a
know
little
is
beeper
that for something to be
saying
called
that
a
someone needs
paragraph,
me
it needs to
quickly.
be about only one topic.
During this discussion we have
found
today,
out
we're going to
through
talk
your
about
other
some
classes,
new objectives that we have for the
especially your
course.
English classes.
Talk to you about your grading.
That
How it's a little bit different from
when
other
we
classes
tend
you
to
may have
stray
had.
from one
Talk a
topic
little bit about
per
the
paragraph,
e-text
it's when
chapter
our
that we will
writing
be
becomes a
downloading
little
and
weaker.
examining.
And so the same
And
can be
we'll
said
talk about
about
some
things
objectives
that,
that we
the
have
majority
for
of
you
paragraphs
to
will
give
have
you
only
successful
one
completion
topic.
to the course.
So if you can identify that
Finally,
one
I'll
topic,
just touch on
then you should be able
something
to
that we may be
figure out
doing as a semester
exactly
project.
what the paragraph is going to be
But
about,
first, I want to talk
and then
a
put
bit
these
about the
together
book.
to get
It's
a
called
better
Read to Succeed. It's
understanding
the
of the
second
reading.
edition. These should be readily
So the first thing
available
you ask
and used
yourself
at
is, in
many
general,
of the
who or what is this
bookstores near
paragraph
campus,
about? If you were
online,
looking at
or
a science
even in
text
our
and it was
bookstore.
about mitosis,
Since there
and you
are
did
so
not
many
know
used, I would
the
caution
definition
you
of
about paying
mitosis,
full
I would
price for one.
like to think that maybe you
Save
would
yourself some
expect
money.
the author
Try
to
and find
then
it used.
define
It's real easy
mitosis
to get
for
one
you.
online. There's many places that will rent them to you.
So
for
we look
like
at this
$20,
paragraph and
$30.
it talks about
So
pets.
do what you think
maybe,
is right
or
for you. If you have
other
financial
things.
aid, the
And if
bookstore
we'll just
by
follow
the
here,
campus
pets
by
are
the
often an
Bojangles
important part of
will
people's
front you
lives.
the book until your
Different
financial
types of
aid check
animals can
comes
be
in.
pets, ranging from
Regardless of how you
reptiles
get
to
it, we're going to
horses.
have that within the first
One of the
2
most
weeks
common
of class,
pets is
but
a
I'll talk
dog.
about that a little bit later.
Dogs serve a variety of purposes for
We're going to
humankind.
incorporate D2L
One
into
way
all
dogs
of our
serve humans
activities,
is they are great
and this
just
is good
for
for enhancing
companionship.
your technological goals.
Many an only
as
child
well
is
as those
bonded
of
with
the
his or
college
her,
with
his
that.
or her
So pretty much
Fido,
everything we're going to do is
thus
going to be
having
on
a
D2L.
willing and loyal
The
friend
tests are
to
going to
play
be on
with on a
D2L.
daily
You will
basis.
never have to come to campus
Additionally,
to take a test
dogs have served
or to
humans
do
as
any
work animals, corralling sheep,
I'm going to
conquering
upload all their
rats,
material
and
either
guarding
into
the
the
home
news
section.
section,
Finally,
the content
dogs
section,
also assist people, for
discussions,
example, by leading the blind,
and
alerting the
Dropbox,
deaf,
and later you'll see
and
an
alerting
assessments
epileptics
section,
of impending
and
seizures.
you'll be able to view your grades and
Now,
attendance
as you can
as
see,
well.
there's many different things
In
to
the
look
news
at in
is
this
where I will
paragraph.
put
I
each
don't know
week an
about you,
overview
but
of
the
what
idea
we're
of
going
a
to
dog
do and what I
conquering a
expect to have
rat
you
is a
completed
little
by the beginning
extreme,
of the
but
next
we'll
week.
move on from there.
All of the activities, the PowerPoints.
Now
such
you've
as
read
this
the
one,
paragraph,
and the
you need to
content
ask
will be
yourself
placed into, or excuse
the
me, and
following
activities will be
question.
placed into the
If
content
you can answer
box.
it in one word,
Every
see if
week
you
I'm going
can
to
do it.
ask you
What
to probably
is this
read something
paragraph
and respond
about?
to your reading.
Now we can click
These
back
will be
here very
entered in the
quickly and we can
discussion
see one of the
section.
biggest problems that people
And
run into.
the great
or
thing
students run
about
into
this
is the idea
is
that
that you're
since the
pretty
first
much able to
sentence
say
says
what you
pets
please
are often an
in
important
terms of
part
it,
of people's
so long
lives.
as it is
They
a
tend to immediately think
answer
that the
to the
paragraph
question.
is going to be about pets.
And finally, each week you'll probably
Okay.
have 1 or 2 Dropbox assignments where I'll ask
Your
you
answer
to
should
do
have
an
been
activity,
dogs, though.
save it to
All right?
Word
and
or
we're
a
going
similar
to explain
program,
that as
and
we
then
go
you will
on.
download or upload it into
Many of y'all
the
would have been
Dropbox.
correct,
and
but
this
a
is
few
much
of you
the
might have
same
had some
as
problems with that.
adding
So we're going to break
an
the paragraph
attachment
down
to
sentence
an
by
email.
sentence and understand
And
why
what I'll do for
dogs
you is I'll
the
probably
main
post a
idea
link to the
as opposed
content
to
discussions
pets
and
or other
Dropbox
animals.
instructions.
And here we see
from our
again here
D2L
pets are often an
homepage.
important part of people's lives.
Again, if you run into
Just
any
because
problems or
this is the
questions with
first
that,
sentence
you can
does
email
not
me
mean it
or
is
give me
the
a
main
call.
idea. The main idea can
Note, if
come
you will
in the
please,
beginning,
if
the
those of
middle,
you
or
who
at
had
the
reading
end of the
0 through 2,
paragraph.
that is more
So we go from here where
process-based and it's
pets
not
are
general
often
reading.
important parts of
We
people's
here in
lives,
Reading
to looking
100
at
are
different
going
types
to
of
be
animals,
basing
to
our
more of a
findings
focus
on
on
academic
dogs.
text, how to attack, how to approach, how to
Okay.
read academic
And as I
text,
just said,
and how
pets
they
are an
differ
important
from
part of
reading for
people's
pleasure.
lives.
As
Ask
well
yourself,
as
is
the
this
idea
what the
of
whole
how do you
paragraph
manage
is
your
about?
time when
Is
it comes to
is the
reading
author telling you
academic
simply
text.
about pets? Or
Therefore, it's
why
going to
the
be
pets
important
are
that you
indeed
log in
important?
2
And the
3
answer
times a
is
week,
no,
keep up
because
with your work.
The rest of the paragraph
You're allowed
isn't about
4
pets. It
absences.
kind of goes from
The way
a
that
very
we count
broad
you
to
as
a much
being
more
present or
specific
absent
style.
we
So let's
check
look at
the
the next
work that
sentence.
you have done.
Different types of
So for
animals
example,
can
if
be
I
pets,
asked you to
ranging
do
from
2
reptiles to
discussions
horses.
for the week,
I think some of
if
y'all
you
probably
do
have
one of
friends
the
who
2
have,
discussions, you'd be
or you
marked
might
absent
even
for
have
one of the 2
snakes
days of class
or sheep
meetings.
as a
So
pet.
simply, if you do the work,
or other
you
strange
won't
animals.
have any problem with attendance.
Okay, if the rest of the
So the best
paragraph
thing to do
would
is
talk
stay
about
caught up
reptiles or
each
horses
week.
or different kinds of pets,
If you
this
don't
might
have the
be
book
main
after 2
idea.
weeks, I can start marking
But
you
as you
absent.
can tell, the whole paragraph
It's very easy
is
for
not
me to tell
going
whether or
to
not
tell
you
us
have
about
the
pets
book
ranging
because a
from
lot of our
reptiles
assignments
to
come right
horses.
from the book. and you'd be
All
able
right,
to
so
do
then
that.
we go to the next sentence. One of the most common pets is a
Let me
dog.
go back here for a
Probably
second.
many of
Should
y'all
you
know
run
people
into
who have
problems
dogs, cat
in
people, I
obtaining a book,
apologize.
just know
But
that all
today
of our
we'll be
campus
talking about
libraries have a
dogs.
copy of the book.
Is the whole paragraph
And,
about how
if
common
you
dogs
don't receive
are?
any financial
No.
aid, or you just need help buying a text,
But we're going to
we have
talk
a
about
fund
next.
here
Dogs
at the
serve a
college
variety
where
of
we could help
purposes
you out,
for humankind.
and we give you a no interest
Does the
loan
paragraph tell us
on
about the
your
different
book,
purposes dogs
and,
serve for humankind?
we want you
I
to
think
learn.
we can
want you
easily
to do
see that
well.
the answer is yes, because the next
There are
several
6
sentences are
objectives
going to
for
tell
the
us
course. The
3
first
different
is going
ways
to be
that dogs
we
serve
want you to use your
humankind.
reading proficiency skills
Right,
to
and
determine
such a great
the topic
thing, we
and main
expanded
idea
that
from
twice.
paragraphs.
One
and
way
longer
they serve
selections in a
humans, so
variety
we have
of
one way
materials.
right there,
including, and I'm going to say
transition word,
especially,
one way,
college level
so we know
reading
more is
materials
going to
such
come.
as academic texts.
Serve humans is they are great
Most
just
of what
for
we do is going to be
companionship. I
aimed
think
at
a lot of y'all know
ensuring
people
that
who
when
have
you
dogs
leave us,
it's
that you're
probably
going
their
to go
best
and
friend,
read, be able to
or if
read
isn't their
your psychology
only
text,
friend
or
in
your
some
anatomy text,
situations.
or your business text.
Many
or
an
your
only child is
English
bonded
text.
with his or
And
her
we're going to look at
Fido.
specific ways of attacking
I don't
or
recommend you
approaching
naming
such
your dog Fido,
texts.
but if we do say Fido, most people know.
We also
we're
want to
talking
enhance your
about dogs.
vocabulary by determining
Thus having a
word
loyal
meanings
and
from
willing,
context
a willing
clues
and loyal
word
friend to
parts.
play with on a daily
We're going to
basis.
go over 7 or 8 ways. Where
Additionally,
you can
another transition
contextualize
word,
to
meaning
understand
we have
the
more
meaning of the word
coming.
without stopping
Dogs
the
have
reading
served
process,
humans as work
to look
animals,
at a
corralling
dictionary to
sheep,
figure out what
conquering
words mean.
rats, and
And also
guarding
you'll
the
be able to
homestead.
establish this with the beginning of
So
with the,
here we have dogs.
by creating
They
reading
are serving as
plans
work
where you'll
animals.
know and
They
look
corral
at
sheep. If you've ever seen
vocabulary
a
before you
video
start
of
reading a text.
down in New Zealand, they actually have
We're going to use these
competitions of the
techniques to
dogs.
assist in your learning and
corralling
comprehending
sheep,
vocabulary and
conquering
reading
rats.
selections, as we said,
My poodle
contextualizing.
just sleeps while the
Also,
mice
we
run
want you to
around.
use pre-reading and
and
surveying
guarding the
processes to
homestead.
develop a critical
And finally,
reading
here's
strategy
another
for college
transition
level
word,
reading
and
materials,
this is going to demonstrate
especially
this is the
academic
last point
text.
that's going to be
In
made.
other words,
Dogs
pre-reading
also
that we just
assist
talked
people,
about, much
for
the same
example,
way
by
as you
leading the
have
blind, alerting the
pre-writing
deaf,
for
and
English.
alerting epileptics of impending
We
seizures.
want you to
So we
use
have
your
3 different
metacognitive
ways that
skills
dogs
to
serve
recognize
human there.
paragraph types, patterns, and signal
So
words,
therefore,
to
we can
extract relevant
you probably
details and
noticed that the rest
supporting
of the paragraph
ideas.
gave us specific
Metacognitive
information about
skills
the
are the way
variety
that
of
you learn.
purposes
It's going to be
dogs
an
serve for
individual thing.
humankind.
So therefore, the course
These are
will
called
not be
supporting
one
details
size
because
fits
of the
all.
support
It's going to be up to
and
you
the
to
proof
determine
that they give
which
to the main
processes
idea.
work best for you.
And the main
We're going
idea
to give
is
you
that
many
the
different
dogs here
processes
serve a
from which
variety
you
of
can choose.
purposes.
And you can mix and match.
Okay,
You can
now we're going to analyze. We're going to look at
some
more detail
processes into
about
others.
how the paragraph
And finally,
is
we want you to
organized.
develop
And
an
you can see
understanding
here we
and
have the
use
main
of,
idea: dogs serve a
critical
variety
thinking
of
skills,
purposes for humankind.
such as recognizing
If I were to
the
walk
author's
in here and
purpose
say dogs
and
served a variety of
attitude.
purposes for
Simply
humankind,
because
you
you're
would
reading
probably
a
say
textbook
yes,
does not
but
mean
you
that
might
there is
want
no
more information.
attitude or purpose.
The more
or even
information
author's
that we
bias
provide
to
here
it.
comes from
And
the
if you can
supporting
identify
details.
that, as we'll talk
The
throughout
main
the
supporting
semester,
detail number
you'll
one
have a
is
much
one way
better
dogs serve
understanding
humans
of the text
is they're
as it
great
is
for
presented to
companionship.
you.
The second way is additionally
With this in
dogs
mind,
have
we have to
served
think
humans
about
as work
working with
animals
time management.
and other stuff.
A lot
and
of us, when
dogs
we come
also
back to
assist
school,
people.
we don't
And then
realize
we're going to have
that
some more supporting
there's
detail
much
as to
more
how
to it
they
than
serve as
simply
work
attending the
animals
class.
and how they assist
In addition
people.
to that, there's the homework
Right?
assignments and the time that
So
takes
then the
for
main
that,
idea is, of course,
as
dogs
well
serve a variety
as
of purposes for,
how long it
for
takes you to
humankind,
read each week.
companionship,
Please,
work
if you have 3 to
animals,
5
and
classes, you
assisting
could end up
people.
with 300 to
And there it
400
is for the
pages
third
per
time.
week.
So
of
now
reading
we're going to look at the
and
3
do the
points
math if it's 10
that
minutes.
we look at.
a
These are called
page
major
to
supporting
read.
details
That
because
would be about
these are
3,000
going
minutes,
to be
which is about
elements
I'm
that
not
give
good at
support to the
math,
main idea, but indeed,
about
even in the way they're
50
constructed, they might
hours
need a little more
of
clarity.
reading, which is
So
a
we'll get
lot
to
of
some
work.
minor supporting details.
So
So the
where
main
is the
idea, of
time?
course,
So
is
we'll work
dogs
on
serve a
time
variety of
management
purposes for
skills also
humankind.
in
So we have our
as
major
the
supporting
semester
detail
passes.
1, 2, and 3.
Okay, with this in mind, what happens
One-way
when you have a
dogs
family?
serve humans.
What happens with work?
Is
Sometimes
that they are great
we run into
companions.
problems
Additionally, dogs
because
have
we
served humans,
overextend
and they also
ourselves.
assist people.
And we'll come up with
Okay?
some. We can't
For
give you more
companionship,
time,
they've
but
been
we
work
can,
animals, and they
come up with
assist
ways to where
people.
you'll
Here's
work
our
smarter
3
and not
supporting
harder.
details. Major.
With this in mind, we'll think back to the Eagles who said, "What can you do when
Next,
your
we
dreams
have
come
to
true?"
understand
And
is that
not
all it's
quite
necessary
like
for a
you
good
planned.
paragraph.
Again, a lot
Now,
of
in an
people
English
come back
class,
to
if you
school
wrote
and
that, you
think
probably
just
have
the class
a
is gonna be
decent
all it
paragraph
takes.
written, but your
One
instructor
of the
would
things
say,
that you'll
yes, but I
recognize
want
from
to
taking
know
these
more
classes, there's much
information.
more to
Well, fortunately for us, the
attending
author has
college
provided
than
more
simply going information. And so to support the major supporting details, we're going to have something called minor supporting details. All right, and that's, and as you can see here, here's a paragraph. It is a decent paragraph. It is coherent and music, written. Some of the goals of the class, we want you. There's no fragments or anything. Demonstrate. We look at it. We just see we want more meat on our bone. Efficiency, kind of short, achievement of purpose, and it needs more. And we want, so we're going to talk about adding minor supporting details. So here's our major supporting details: companionship, work animals, and assisting people. And these are the 4 elements that we'll concentrate on. And now we're going to ask, wow, hey, dogs serve a variety of peoples for humankind. Because if you can leave here with a good understanding of how to achieve these, then you should be able to be successful in the paragraph. Academic They're great for companionship, and they serve as work animals, and they assist. A little bit of difference in terms of the grading is that now how do they do this? Projects are going to be about 50% of the grade, homework about 30%, and these are with the minor supporting details about 10% of the class. And the first major supporting detail is they serve humans. They're great for companionship. Then we have a supporting detail saying an only child has bonded with his or her Fido, and having a willing and loyal friend to play with on a daily basis. And so second major supporting detail. Additionally, dogs have served humans as work animals. Well, what kind of work animals? There's a good chance. Our minor supporting details include corralling sheep, conquering rats, and guarding the homestead. This is for all of you pit bull fans. I have an attacked poodle. However, this will be posted later. We won't be very well. And finally, the third supporting detail. It's a psychology assist people, for example, by leading the blind, alerting the deaf, to show you most important, alerting epileptic effort actually goes into reading an actual chapter from a text. When I was reading this paragraph, I was unaware that this happened. I think it's pretty amazing. Actually, I did multiply it by 3 or 4 other classes, and you'll see you'll sense when humans are about to have epileptic fits, and this allows the person about to have the seizure to prepare. At the end of the semester, it doesn't prevent the seizure, but it does let them get ready. Sometimes it's a matter of so here we look at the layout again. Text and telling me about we have our dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind is the main idea. Sometimes it's we have our major supporting details, 1, 2, and a PowerPoint, and that'll be determined. I do know that the one thing that we won't be doing is and then we have minor supporting details. Online the only child, they corral sheep, they conquer rats, they lead the blind, alert the deaf, things will get easier, guard the homestead, and alert for seizures. So you can see the breakdown of the paragraph from main idea to major supporting detail 1, 2, and 3, and then to the several minor supporting details that make this a coherent and unified paragraph and assist your understanding of the work. Now, if we were to look at the lottery, which is this is the first paragraph from a short story, we can see the morning of June 27th was clear and sunny with the warm, fresh. With the fresh warmth of a full summer day, the flowers were blossoming profusely, and the grass was richly green. The people of the village began to gather in the square between the post office and the bank around 10 o'clock. In some towns, there were so many people that the lottery took 2 days and had to be started on June 2nd. But, capital B, in this village, where there were only about 300 people, the whole lottery took less than 2 hours, so it could begin at 10 o'clock in the morning and still be through in time to allow the villagers to get home for noon dinner. What I would like for you to do with this paragraph is for you to break it down, and what you'll do is find the main idea and the supporting details. You'll break it down just the way we did with the dog paragraph, and then there's a spot in the drop box where you will put your breakdown of the paragraph in terms of main idea, major supporting details 1, 2, and 3 as needed, and then minor supporting details. All right? And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, as usual, feel free to contact me at my email or by phone. All of this is available in the syllabus. Thank you very much.